Good morning students, how are you all? Yes, in the last class what we have studied? We were doing the revision of data handling. Now let's move on to some more points from the chapter. Now today what we are going to study? Let's revise some of the important definitions from the part chance and probability. Now what do you mean by chance? If you roll a dice, okay, a dice is having how many faces? 6 faces, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 is incurred on it, okay. The dots, you must be playing that Ludo now. So, on the dice, if you roll a dice, what is the chance that you get a number greater than 7? No chance, because 7 is not on the dice. In the same way, what is the chance of getting number less than 6? 6 chances, okay, because 6 different phases are there on the dice. Okay, so there are what do you mean by experiment then? An activity that yields a result is called an experiment. You do in your class also, your lab, you do any activity which gives you a result, that by doing this we have hence proved that this is the answer, okay, or this is the result. So any activity that gives you the result is experiment. Random experiment is an experiment which can be repeated a large number of times under same set of conditions and results are not predictable. Okay, if you do a same experiment again and again many a times in the same set of conditions, then that experiment is called random experiment. Means rolling a dice is actually a random experiment. If you have rolled a dice 10 times, it is a random experiment because the way you are rolling the dice is same, but the result is not confirmed that you will every time get 5 or 4 or 3. Okay, trial. Performing an experiment is called trial. When you are performing the experiment, that action is called trial. Outcome, the result of a single trial of an experiment is called the outcome, or the result you get in the experiment. First time you have rolled the dice, the result you got, okay, 2 you got. So that is what called trial. Event, one or more outcomes of an experiment from an event. Okay, the outcomes that you get from the trial or the experiment are called what? Events. Now we are going to study about what do you mean by probability. Okay, suppose an event is performed and the total number of outcomes is n, then the probability of an event P is P of E is equal to number of outcomes in which event E may happen upon n. Okay, probability is such an event. Probability is what? If any event is happening, then number of outcomes in which event may happen and the number of divided by n. Here, for example, we have taken an example. A coin is tossed 100 times, head comes 56 times. F is the find the probability of head and tail. Okay, now the total number of outcomes of the times coins was tossed is 100 times. Number of times head occurred was 56 times. So obviously the remaining will be the tail. So the number of times tail occurred will be 100 minus 56. It will be 44. So the probability is what? Probability of getting head will be what? As head occurred 56 times. So 56 divided by number of times the total number of times the outcome has come. Means how many times you have rolled the dice? Toss the coin 100 times. So it will be 56 by 100. Now probability of getting tail is what? 44 by 100, because as 100 minus 56 is 44. So tail occurred how many times? 44 times. So 44 upon how many times the experiment is conducted, or how many times the coin is tossed? 100 times. So 44 by 100. So this is the way we take out probability, and probability is what? The chance of happening an event. And what is the formula? The number of outcomes in which event T may happen divided by n. The number of times the outcome came. Okay. Now we will talk something about bar graphs. The pictorial representation of numerical data in the form of rectangles of equal width and varying height. Okay. Bar graph is what? Pictorial representation of numerical data. If you are given some data and you are told to show it in pictorial form, then there comes the use of bar graphs or the double bar graphs or multiple bar graphs. Okay, now bar graphs, as you can see, this I have made x-axis and y-axis, and these are the bars. These are of equal length, equal width, and the height may change according to the given data. For example, on the x-axis we have taken the town like A, B and C. The town we have named as A, B and C. Okay, and height of the town is given on the y-axis, which shows that maybe it is 10 feet, maybe it is 20 feet, maybe it is 15 feet. Okay, so in this way we represent data in the form of bar graphs, which are the pictorial representation of numerical data in the form of rectangles of equal width and varying height. Okay, now in the same way we are having a double bar graph also. Okay, if you are asked to represent the daily temperature of 3 or 4 cities in the form of bar graph, then what you will do? As you all know that we are having two types of temperature, lower temperature also and higher temperature also. You must have seen or heard in the news na weather report. Minimum temperature is 22 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature is 28 degrees Celsius. So if you are told to represent that data in the form of double bar graph, what you will do? There comes the use of double bar graph. Okay, here if I consider these two as the temperature of Delhi and Hyderabad. Okay, we have taken for example two cities, Delhi and Hyderabad. If the lowest temperature is 22 degree in Delhi and highest temperature is 28 degree, we can represent it in the form of two bar graphs. These, as you can see, there is no gap between them. Okay, these are continuous, both of them. Then in the same way, if Hyderabad, it is having a temperature, let us, okay, like this. If it is having the lowest temperature as 15 degrees Celsius and highest temperature as 30 degrees Celsius, then we can represent it in the form of double bar graph. Yes. So according to the need, according to the data, we can use bar graph, double bar graph, multiple bar graph. Okay. Hopefully you have understood what do you mean by event, outcomes, chances, trials, probability, okay, and bar graphs and double bar graphs. If you have any doubt, please let me know. Till then, take care, goodbye, and thank you.